Hello, and thank you for joining us. It's time for our second year potato reveal. Let's see what exists under the ground of these potatoes. Now, through our harvest here, you're going to notice that there's a lot of green tops coming up. Don't worry about it. We waited too long. They're starting to resprout again. So we're going to see what happens with all the mistakes that we made this year. We're going to get big ones, we're going to get little ones, or we're going to get nothing. Stay tuned and let's start through the harvest. We got a lot of potatoes to get through. Let me roll up our first victims, which are going to be Yukon Gold. Now, these potatoes are in 10-pound bags, and we're just going to dump it out this year instead of trying to dig through like we did this last year. I've already pulled most of our mulch off the top. Of course, I've missed a whole bunch. But as you see, there's little tufts on here because they've tried sprouting again. We'll probably have a recap that I'll do at the end on some of the stuff I've learned this time around, and we'll see what we got going. So let me dump this bag out and we'll get them out of there. A nice little cozy home. One of the biggest issues that we had last year was watering. So what I'm looking for this year is how good our watering worked out. And these are definitely nice and moist. Of course, most of our potatoes are going to be
got little ones.
So we're going to have baby potatoes this year. Now, when I did these, they were from last year's last harvest. And one of the things about it,
Okay, those were red ones. This is this is a Yukon Gold, but those other ones are red Lasodas.
So we probably have red Lasodas going here. Oh well, we're going to have whatever potatoes I find. These potatoes are on the small side because I planted real small ones, and I think I planted them too deep.
That rotted.
Yes, throw that out that way. So we're kind of mixed on how well the Yukon Gold did because I used very small potatoes. And like I said, I think I planted them too deep. Now this soil is definitely light and airy. I also believe I had some fertilizing issues, but I've now resolved that. That's a brand new thing. They unfortunately didn't get the benefit. Well, I believe I know where the russet potatoes are. So what we'll be harvesting will either be Yukon Gold or red Lasodas, because apparently I don't know how to keep track of what I plant. Fortunately, I'm doing distinct varieties, so they're easy to weed out. I may have to buy new seed potatoes for Yukon Gold.
Yep. These will make nice roasted potatoes. They're a good size for them. Seasoned roasted potatoes.
Yeah, I think when you got little potatoes that are less than an inch in diameter that you plant, or less than 2 inches, you're not going to see much of a potato yield if you plant them too deep. And I should have only maybe planted these about 2 to 4 inches deep and worked with it from there.
Okay, that's it. That's what we've got.
So we have, this was a mixed one. We have a red Lasoda and Yukon Gold in it. I may have done that somewhere along the way. But the potatoes size that she harvested there are about the size that I planted. Okay, I'm going to get this container out. Broke a handle on my bag here.
Oops.
So
what is this one?
this is supposed to be Yukon Gold, everybody. Did I tell you we had the comedian harvester with us today? Now this one, before I dump it out, I'm going to grab this volunteer that came up, and I'm going to pull it up and see if we get anything with it. Look at that.
A little tiny potato.
So let me dump this out. The roots definitely found their way all the way to the bottom in these.
Yeah, this one's kind of mixed on the soil being dry and wet. All the way through it was like that.
Now, we were prepping to do this, so I didn't do a watering yesterday. And these are in fabric pots, so we may be seeing the effects of it.
Feel for little taters.
Now, our russets that'll be coming up, our Gold Rush russets, they're brand new for us, and those things really grew nice. And I'd put our red Lasodas, when we get to those, as being mediocre.
Okay, I'm starting to find taters now.
Yep. Now, that's the interesting thing about these, is she's finding about the size that we planted. What I'm happy about is we don't have any soggy soil. So how are we looking in here?
Boy, we haven't gotten many out of this one. I think I took 3 out of it now. But they were all Yukon.
This is part of the experimenting and learning a new crop.
Yeah, that was kind of a dead container. Just 3 little ones. So that's what we've got now all total.
Yep, we're racking in the potatoes this year. Now to mix things up here a little bit, I grabbed a couple containers of red Lasodas. So we'll see how good this crop did for us. And we waited long on these too. Okay. And we have some potatoes in here.
Nice. Oh, look, it's got a little pink nipple.
Interesting.
Yeah, I was just pulling the greenery off the top. That, I believe, is a seed potato.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, because it's rotting.
Yep, and we can get rid of that. And these are in grow bags, but they're not fabric. They're a woven plastic here. So they hold water a little bit better. That's a hell of a heavy container.
Oh, it's very wet. This is almost too wet. Do you feel that?
I'm going to. Okay. This is the example between fabric and these other potato grow bags.
Just be careful here, because I am finding potatoes. So far, they've been rotten. Oh, that's a nice sized potato. That's our big mama so far. Not bad. Oh, well, there's going to be a whole bunch of them right here.
Perfect. That's what we wanted. Now, I had larger seed potatoes for the red Lasodas, so.
Oops, stop. Put it back down. There's a potato there.
Right here. Yeah, I'm dumping the soil off here into the potato bag. And if anything gets mixed, I should be able to hopefully catch it. Or it's going to be planted for the next crop. I guess that's all you're going to find.
You mean like the Yukon? The other ones look like they were red. No, maybe they are Yukon.
No, this is supposed to be red Lasodas.
Well, there's Yukons in here.
Awesome. I don't know how to sort my potatoes, apparently. Well, hopefully she finds another good clump here.
Red one and Yukon. Oh, look, it's another one with a purple nipple.
That's a red potato.
Sitting on a Yukon. We got nipple potatoes this year.
Did I tell you guys our harvester makes a big mess when she harvests?
We're outside, it don't matter.
There's always lots of cleanup for me after she's done.
I'm just pulling all the roots and the rotten crap out.
It's sounding like we've gotten everything we're going to get from this bag.
There's another little tiny one.
And out with another bag. Now this one's supposed to be another red Lasoda.
That's what I just pulled out, was a red Lasoda. Oh boy, they're like all on the top here.
And as you can tell, these things re-sprouted because we took too long.
Look, it's a red Lasoda with a red Lasoda nipple.
And look at that.
What? Lots of nipple potatoes.
Can you get that one to pull up? No, straight up, hopefully.
I've got to grab it however I can grab it to jerk it around. Okay, now let's dump it and see what else we can find in here. Oh, more potatoes.
Now, based on some of the other YouTube channels and my experience, I'm really thinking about moving to just the 7-gallon bags. Hell no, it doesn't want to go. Hopefully she finds some other nice potatoes in here. Let's hope that beginning spot wasn't it.
I've already found one of this stuff right here. So
Back to the little ones.
Yeah.
What we're noticing too is it seems like it really doesn't matter how deep we plant these things. All the potatoes are ending up on the surface. So after this crop, I'm probably going to try another crop. And I'm just not going to plant them that deep. A couple inches above the soil, I'm going to leave enough room to mulch the top and call it good.
This soil's nice and light and fluffy.
Finding much more in there.
A little tiny one. About the size of a jelly bean.
Yeah, we're kind of just moving through the potatoes this year because we just got a lot of them. And I can tell by the green growth on top that it's really kind of going to be a mixed year. So now you got to learn. These were started back in the beginning, and my other ones that we're going to see later, the gold rush, they were started in mid-April. So
Okay. And this is what we've got now.
now we're making some progress now, finally.
Yep.
So what would you like next?
A bag of potatoes. I'm making no commitment. You don't know what the hell you planted where.
I'm bringing over these buckets for us, about 2 at a time on the wagon. You get smart as you get older. You only carry things when you have to.
I don't know if that's getting smarter or getting lazier. It depends on what side of the picture you look at.
We'll tell you what side of the picture she's going to look at.
Now, this is a family channel.
No, it's not. None of our videos are made for kids. I marked the box. Okay,
Oh, we're back to Yukon Gold.
Yes,
Well,
we are
maybe.
doing.
We'll see.
We're doing Yukon Gold here.
First one says it's Yukon. Just dump it. These ones seem to dump a little easier for you. Are they easier to dump, or does it just look that way?
I think it just depends on our soil that we have.
Oh, there's a nice rotten potato.
See, we know how to harvest something. These potatoes, they were planted like 4, 6, and 8 inches deep. And I think that's part of the problem.
Planted them too deep.
Yeah, I think we went too deep on them. For the size potato that I put in. Now also, if you remember...
Yeah, they were kind of small.
And they were kind of chitted too.
Yeah.
Okay, they were a lot chitted.
No, very much so.
See, she's got dirt on her knee.
On my knee, I'm covered in dirt. At this point, we're just playing in dirt.
Now, with how well our gold rush russets grew
That's rotten.
and how they did,
That one's okay. Nope, that one's going rotten.
I think we're going to see a great harvest from those. So,
Oh, I found a few, but they were all rotten. Oh, look. It looked like the green bell pepper. It's got 4 little nubs. That one, so you can have just a little sampling of potatoes. I'll tell you what's going on. No potatoes. I found several rotten ones, but that was it.
those would be the seed potatoes. Or ones because we waited too long.
We only got just a couple little ones.
Let me get this bag out of the way.
Red Lasoda.
Now, these potatoes are real small, and I planted some pretty small seed potatoes. But, you know, this is what you should expect from a blind gardener.
No comment.
But as you can see, our harvester knows how to sort them out, so what do I care?
I see potatoes. This is in the bottom of the bag. Wow. Look how deep red that potato is. That's a nice one.
This at the bottom?
Yes.
Now, everybody should keep in mind that this soil we used last year as well. So there's always the possibility that we missed a little potato, and guess what?
It rotted.
We get surprises.
Or grew.
We could do this via a tarp, but it's better if she can just sit in the chair and do the harvesting.
That's because I got a week back, and it wasn't a week back. It's now.
Now, if you go back and look at my planting video,
Yeah.
you'll see that I did a double row of potatoes. These Yukon Golds are also on the eastern side, or the east row. And the red Lasodas are on the west one. So I don't know how much that has made a difference or not, but
Well, at least I'm finding potatoes in this one.
I may do a medium form and a long form of the video. So those who want to watch through the raw footage can watch the raw footage.
And if we start screwing up a lot, you can do outtakes at the end.
She hasn't been with us for the watering channel, where you at the end of the video get to watch me water.
I don't know what the hell we're trying to grow in here, but that ain't a potato.
Get rid of it.
It's a seed of some kind.
Oh, we don't want it? Talk to the birds.
Yeah. You think it's a bird seed? It'll grow a little birdie.
No. I think them assholes just put seeds places.
Okay, who's next?
We're going to get red Lasodas next.
Oh, here's where we're at. We're slowly filling the bowl up.
Yeah, there definitely seems to be a certain size seed potato that you want to plant.
Yeah, bigger ones than what we did. They're in Blue Jays. They're in our grape.
Now, these particular two containers of red Lasodas, they grew pretty good. So she's probably not going to be able to really pull them out easily.
Another nipple potato. Look at that.
Am I dumping that out?
Not yet. I want to get all the green stuff pulled up first and whatever potatoes are on them.
Like I said, some of these are actually sprouting new plants because we waited too long.
Well, we've been a little late on everything this year with the garden, so we'll have a late season harvest.
Another potato.
Wow. It's got a little nipple on it, too. Look at the size of that one. That's a nice size one.
She's going to pull them all out now before we dump the bag. There's going to be nothing to dump.
That was just the very top layer here. I haven't really dug down in it. Okay, dump it. I want to find more like that.
Well, it looks to me a lot of these. I think these containers are good for the indeterminate potatoes. But we're growing determinate potatoes. And it seems like we do better with a wider pot. Versus a deep pot. Okay, these bags in this mix is starting to get too wet.
Yeah.
Yep. You can smell the mustiness.
I was going to say that. I can smell the mustiness in the soil. Okay, you can take all the loose stuff.
So what it comes down to is if I'm growing potatoes, they either need to be on separate drip systems, different zones for fabric pots, or I need to get rid of the fabric pots and use all these pots so that I don't have to water as much.
I think all your seeds rotted. Boy, the soil stinks.
Yeah, this is the sign that these got overwatered. Now, the soil isn't as bad now as we're getting towards the top, so we're getting a lot of moisture set in the bottom.
They were all at the top.
Yes. That's what I'm noticing with these guys. When you've got a determinate potato, there really seems to be no reason to do these deep containers.
Well, I've seen the 10-gallon ones that are half that size, but they're a lot wider.
Yes, I know. I've got 7-gallon ones that we're going to give a try to.
This soil needs to dry out.
Yep, and that's what we're going to let it do.
That's some smelly soil. Okay, bring the next culprit. It's got lots of greenage on top.
Yep, another red Lasoda bag coming up.
Look, it's a snowman.
Oh, great. And we're finding all these potatoes at the top. These bags may be relegated to tomato plants and pepper plants. Now, gauging by how rough it was for her to pull that out, there's probably some nice big potatoes down in this one. Kind of like that one.
Yeah. Dump it. There's going to be a few in there still. Yeah, look at them all. They're all the way down here, too. That's a rotten one.
I think mostly what you're going to find is our seed potatoes at the bottom.
Ooh, you should put him somewhere in the garden where stuff's still going. It's a worm.
Toss them somewhere.
Okay, he's in the bag. It's good to have the worms in your garden unless they're in your apples. Don't want any wormy apples. It's another snowman.
I didn't know that we were growing artistic potatoes.
But we are. Or maybe it's just me.
We seem to be getting a good harvest out of this bucket.
Yeah, I'll say. Finding big ones in here.
Now, another thing is we have these on drippers that are adjustable. And
you might need to turn it down on some of them.
These drippers can be a pain in the butt. I wanted to use the adjustable ones because you could turn them off. Like right now, when I'm harvesting stuff, I don't want to water these things anymore. But the problem is it's hard to adjust them. As you're seeing, some containers are getting overwatered.
Yeah.
Some are underwatered.
But they've all been watered.
Looks like you're not going to find much more in this one. Okay.
Okay. It's all yours.
So, would you like more red Lasoda or Yukon Gold?
Yes. I'll make no commitment since you don't know what's planted where.
Yes, I do. Maybe what I'll do is bring one of each. Happy-go-lucky Yukon Gold.
Okay, flip that sucker over. Didn't have hardly any greenage on top.
I don't expect to find much in this one. See, this one's been running on the dry side.
Yeah, this one's a little drier than that last one. That other one, that really stunk.
And we're probably going to move fast to this Yukon Gold, because I don't think we're going to find much in it. In the worst case that'll happen, we'll miss a little potato.
Oh, there's a potato.
And it'll
Oh,
start
it's
going.
rotting, see?
Yep. That could be the seed.
Oh, there's a red Lasoda.
Awesome.
So we don't know what's in here. We got both of them.
No, it's the blind guy don't know how to sort potatoes out when he plants them.
Coming across potatoes. We got some nice ones for roasting.
Yep, roasting, stews, crock pot meals. I may have to buy some new seed potatoes to...
Yeah, I think that's what we need to do for the next crop.
Because we did like any potato connoisseur would. We ate all the big ones. And didn't save any good seed potatoes.
All yours. Can't pick it up with one hand anymore. It's too heavy for me. But there we go, potatoes. Now we start on another bowl.
What, our last bag for the day?
What's left? Just
I think we have one more row. We have one more row, I believe, of Yukon and red Lasoda. Then it's all russet.
well, then let's finish up the Yukon and the red Lasodas. And you got nothing for me?
No, it's all left inside the pot. Just like that one. It's leaving all the potatoes on her inside the pot.
It's a baby snowman.
Oh, good grief.
I didn't plant them, I'm just harvesting.
I was hoping we were going to see some potatoes pour out like that other bag. Now this one got overwatered.
Yeah, I can tell it's a little wet.
I can smell it.
Yeah, so can I.
So I'm going to switch out to a known dripper. Half gallons.
You want that for a seed?
No, just break it off and harvest. If it looks harvestable. See, I know where to find potatoes, see.
That one's rotten.
And I'm going to take a look at the video. See if we're going to do a single harvest video or whether it's going to be a two-parter.
I would do a two-parter.
Because we're going to do...
Since we're doing it in two parts.
And the potatoes were planted separate. We've got two more containers, one of red Lasoda and one of Yukon Gold.
Okay.
And these were the south ones that grew the best. They were there before we put the Gold Rush russets in front of them. And they really grew well. Finding more in there?
Not in a little bit here, no.
I think they're all going to be on that top.
Because there's like nothing else here. Just a few from that one. But a few nice sized ones.
Go that way just a little bit.
I highly doubt they're working on a Sunday.
Well, let's dump out this set of potatoes. Now this one had watering issues. So yes, I think I'm going to go to a standardized dripper. I'm getting some inconsistencies here. I don't hold a lot of promise for this container. Makes me think we have another container. Now, if you see her laughing, it's just because we've edited out a spot that we weren't going to keep in the video.
Yeah, because it wasn't very nice. Oh, I see. This is a combo container too.
It might be.
I've been pulling out Lasodas and Yukons. Now, granted, the sizes aren't anything to really write home about. That's been the average size.
Wow.
There's a lot of dry spots in this one. Don't get too carried away now. You'll be taking away little potatoes.
Sounds like peas. Yeah, this puts us halfway through our potato harvest. We'll do you a part 2, which should be mainly the russets. And the russets we're looking forward to make French fries. Oh.
And baked potatoes. If they're big enough.
Well, we're down to our last 3 pots of red Lasodas and Yukon Golds. So we'll get this finished up and we'll get you the weight on the pot that we fill for this one, for the bowl. We'll add the 2 together at the end of the video and give you an idea of what's going on. There you go. Just a couple of plants to grab onto. Now, our very last ones, they did the best out of the group. So I really expect for the last 2 after this one to be really good. I think this one's a red Lasoda. And as she's finding out,
It's a red Lasoda. That's the thing I was trying to pull up with this.
Mr. Rotten, want me to dump this thing out?
Yes. looks pretty wet.
Yep.
Oh, it's like mushy wet.
And this hasn't been watered in a few days.
And it's mushy wet. Potato on the run. I knew I saw another one.
Now this one's starting to yield some potatoes out.
Yeah, not too bad. I got 3 on that shot. I see we got pear-shaped tomatoes.
Tomatoes?
Or
These
potatoes.
are potatoes.
Potatoes. Yeah. See? They're pear-shaped.
Great. Looks like you're going to be about out of potatoes in there. They definitely only grow at one layer.
Yeah, that's what it seems to be.
And no matter how deep you plant them, they seem to all want to grow towards the top.
You find a rock potato?
No, it was a clump of soil.
Okay, it's all yours.
So not a bad little harvest for the container.
No, not too bad. That's what we've got.
Roll that slightly that way. It'd be no fun if we gave ourselves a lot of room, see?
Red Lasoda.
Now this should be our best harvest here out of all of them. For some reason, these last two pots
Weird one just sitting up on the top.
did the best. Don't twist, just straight up. You can't go straight up. Okay.
No, I have to twist. I've been a certified weakling since 1986. Okay, now you can flip it.
You lose much off the end?
A little bit, but not as much as you'd think.
She's going to get...
Oh, it's another snowman potato. See? He looks like a snowman.
I expect we're going to...
Yeah, we're going to have potatoes everywhere on this one, I believe.
Yep.
I mean, my first handful, I reached down there and it was like potatoes. There's quite a few potatoes in this bag. This might be our bumper bag.
This will be our bumper bag. This is the ones that grew the best out of the red Lasodas and Yukon Gold. Now, we'll have to wait and see what the Yukon Gold one looks like, but it's the same type of thing. You got lots more, geez. This is the pot to make up for all the rest of them.
It's another snowman.
Look at all these potatoes. More?
Well, I thought it was because it was a harder spot, but it was a stick.
You got quite a few in there.
parts that were at the bottom of the bag, I'm getting potatoes out of.
Well,
Nice
actually,
roasting size potatoes for seasoned
actually
potatoes.
where you're at right now would be considered the top of the bag because they got dumped down on the bottom of the thing here. But it's hard to say. It kind of gets all turned up here as you.
Yep. Or it was the part of the bottom of the bucket that started to go that direction. Okay. That was a nice bag. We built up the supply pretty good there. This looks pretty socked in here today.
Yep. And now we're down to our last container, Yukon Gold. This one grew very well. It's gone to the point to where there's not much of anything on top because it all died back.
Yep, you can dump it.
So do we get Yukon Gold or Yukon Bust? Might be Yukon Bust.
Well, it's not a total bust. I found one.
Now, I'd be happy to get a few nice big potatoes out of this one. But any potatoes are good.
There's another one. These are nice size. They're not bad.
Now, if you go back and watch these videos, I didn't overplant these. They only had like 2 or 3 potatoes typically put in each one. I think most of them were just 2.
We'll have to look back and see what we did last year in our total weight.
We were getting about a couple pounds per container. I think what people are going to be impressed with watching is our Gold Rush russets.
Yeah.
That'll be coming up next.
That's what I'm waiting for. That's a red Lasoda.
So as you can see,
this one looks like a red Lasoda. Yes, it is.
Don't worry about planting and mixing up your potato varieties.
They don't seem to care.
We've got an onshore flow happening with the weather right now. So it's pulled the marine layer in all the way from the coast. So we got some great filming weather to do this with. So it really just comes down to when does she get cold, when do the mics go dead, and when does the phone go dead. And it looks like the harvest of this container is pretty much complete here.
Okay, it's all yours.
And she'll get a weight on our second container here for us.
Oh, is that it of those?
We'll show you the bowl.
See?
You betcha. We'll move on from there.
Okay. I'm sort of steady.
Okay, we've got a weight on our potatoes here. Measured them up for the harvest. And
9 pounds, 4.5 ounces.
so we got 9 pounds, 4.5 ounces.
Well, that bowl is 4 pounds, 9.5 ounces.
So we got 4 pounds, 9.5 ounces. Go ahead and hand me that bowl there. Oh, she's going to get her photo first.
Yeah, Facebook's got to know too.
Someday I'll post the video releases out on Facebook, but I haven't been doing that yet.
Okay, now you want the bowl.
Yes, I do. And this came out to what was our weight?
4 pounds, 9.5 ounces.
This is it for our red Lasodas and Yukon Golds. So, you know, we're happy with it. We'll have some nice potatoes to eat. You know, stop by my Etsy shop. I've got stuff that we're adding all the time. Yeah, there's some Amazon links. I link to the potatoes here that we grow and things like that. And, you know, click the like button if you want to help me out. And if you want to see more of my content, subscribe. And, you know, if I've done what I'm supposed to do, you'll be seeing now links for a video YouTube thinks you should watch and to subscribe to my channel. I want to thank you for watching.